Alright, in this video we're going to talk about how to avoid the most common mistakes and how to format your data table correctly when you're doing a lab. This particular lab data is actually from the very first lab we do in IB Science or IB Physics, which is to investigate how the incline of a ramp affects the acceleration of a cart going down that ramp. Now, this data is actually a student's set of data, and so we're going to look through and find the most common mistakes that people make and fix them. Okay, so first things you got to do is always make sure you check the titles of all your columns. So please make sure you do this as well. Okay, so we see here, and the units for it too. So here we have the height of the books, right? That's fine, makes sense. And then the units are centimeters, great. The uncertainty for the height of the books also has the same units, that's good, centimeters. Now notice we put the unit in the title for the column. That means all the numbers below it have that same unit. Some people like to do this, where you do centimeters inside next to the number, and you have to do it next to each one. You could do this, but the problem is that Excel has a hard time understanding what 3.3 space cm is. It thinks it's a word because there's letters in it, and it has a hard time recognizing that that's actually a number. So when you do things like graphing, it has issues. So we prefer no units with the numbers. Just put it in the title column when you're using Microsoft Excel. Okay, let's look at the other ones. Length of the incline in meter. Ooh, actually, that one's must be screwed up because I can't imagine the length of the incline was 168 meters long. So that I'm assuming, and this is common, the student probably just wrote down the wrong unit. So this is probably centimeters, which would make more sense, about 1.5 centimeters. Alright, so acceleration in meters per second squared, that's fine. Sine of theta, no units. Actually, that's okay too. That's a rare example where you don't want units. Sine of an angle does not have any units because it's a ratio, right? It's like 5 centimeters over 2 centimeters. And the centimeters cancel out, so there's no units for a ratio like sine of theta. Acceleration, no units. Oftentimes you guys forget, so we will add some in. And actually, now that I think about it, I spot another mistake too. Okay, so, meters per second, or meters per second squared. The other mistake is if you notice, look at the title, acceleration. The title for this data up here is also acceleration. That's confusing. One of them is this one, is the measured values of acceleration. And then this down here are the averages of all these trials. So you need to be more explicit, because this, when you just say acceleration, sounds like it's a measurement. It's not. It's a calculation. So we need to label it as average acceleration. We need to get that specific. And then this would be error in average acceleration. Okay, now the titles all look good, the units all look good, we're good.